Good evening and welcome to the ASUS ROG Dream League. We're live here from the DreamHack Monster Energy Studios, and tonight we only have one series for you, but it's going to be a good one. Let's take a look at which two teams we have. It is going to be on the left side, it is the Brain with the glasses. It is NoLogicGaming, and they're going up against the Monkey with the white flag and Cheese, also known as the Monkey Freedom Fighters. And that will be our two-game series for today. And of course, here to present it to you with me is a couch full of lovely people. We have Owen, Andy, and Shane. How are we guys doing today?
I'm really good, actually. One of my best friends in the world has changed his Facebook relationship status to "It's complicated."
So that's why your day is good. That
It's
is
you, Andy.
Is it me?
Did you,
you.
Do I have
you
a
change your? Did you change
You
your
do
status?
I do.
Yeah.
All right. The dream. It's complicated.
You're a bus guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. The lead-in.
I can't believe you didn't get it.
That
No,
lead-in was too long.
The Facebook part threw me off, right?
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I'm totally
Technology,
not
okay.
Facebook.
Because I actually thought, like, wow, like, did you
like,
change?
wait, what? What's happening?
For people that don't know what happened,
You
I'm
can
sure Andy can give you a full report of what actually happened on the bus.
Okay,
To the
so
Andy segment.
we obviously went out to dinner, right? All of us. Except for Shane. Shane slept because he's awful.
Yeah.
So we go out to dinner to Prime Burger. It was really nice. You know, we're on the way back. We're taking the train, and then we get off the train and we get on the bus. And apparently, there was this Finnish guy. He was inebriated. We'll say
To
that.
say it lightly,
Yes. And the only thing that I remember from the entire thing was he likes me for who I am, and then he kissed me. It was a very interesting experience. It is actually on Twitter, for those of you who are curious.
Yes.
Hani tweeted it, so if you want to look at the video.
He
it's
was
on
actually sitting there trying to catch all the best moments.
Yeah.
He started singing really loud, obscene lyrics.
Yeah, there were some
in the bus.
obscenities.
He was a bit of an idiot.
People
yeah.
were
He can
really
actually go
not happy with it afterwards.
No.
Yeah.
I was surprised the bus driver didn't stop and kick him out. In the Netherlands,
but
he would have
again-
been kicked out of the bus.
It's,
But he liked me.
He did, for who he is.
I can't blame him.
What can I say?
It was pretty interesting, but Prime Burger was really good. Oh, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be a short day, but I think it's going to be a very exciting day. Sing Stack versus Steve Stack, and I think they're both kind of very unpredictable teams. Obviously, yesterday we had with NoLogicGaming, we were like, they're going to have a tough day, and they 2-0'd against Empire. And then the other day before, Sing's team, I think we watched them lose 3 games, but they did win 1 game. I can't
Against
remember.
Vega.
It was against Vega. So
Yeah.
again, so they managed to beat, obviously, well, arguably one of the top CIS teams, if not the best CIS team on the scene at the moment. So I think it should be an interesting series between the two guys.
It really should. But as you mentioned, NoLogicGaming yesterday, they had a pretty good run. We can actually take a look at the recap of yesterday's games, where they were able to 2-0 Empire, although they fell against the Lions.
Resolution should be able to go. No, the brace tap comes out. The Winter's Curse onto Mitch, so they'll lose Mitch. Silent incredibly low here. We'll see if Excalibur can finish him off, and he will. He finds one. He's going to turn towards Resolution now, and the shackle is there onto the siege creep. 6.85. Excalibur's going to be kind of happy. He'll get it with a power shot.
He's got it.
Oh no, Excalibur, Steve! No fear, trying to get himself back out through the jungle. He has got the cold embrace here. Excalibur's going to be very careful. He's going to be backed up there by Spartan. He'll look for the shackle. Won't find him with a power shot. He opens it. Triple kill. It's going to be an ultra kill. Oh, the CP's coming in. Oh, it's not
so
quite
close.
enough magical burst. Silent comes in here. This is going to be a massive snowball, but he's got a shackle that he can turn around with. Steve turns around, gets the shackle, straight onto Tusk, and he's got the kill. It's Excalibur now with the 10th kill of the game.
Okay.
All right, they know,
Firefly's
100%.
good. And oh, jeez,
didn't
S4
get
jumping
it.
straight in, and now he's getting caught out by the searing chains. S4 will still be able to Firefly himself back into the pit, but Loda with a nice cooldown. Milan's trying to do what he can with the Fiend's Grip, but they've already lost the IO. They've lost the Bane. So there's your lasso coming through by S4, saved for the crucial point where they get the PL kill as well. But Bulldog just continues to munch on Mitch. S4 jumps in with the burst damage, and now Excalibur, the last of his kind, he's going to go down
Yeah,
as well,
GG.
and GG is called. Alliance take the second game of the series.
NoLogicGaming able to, well, surprise us, definitely in that first game yesterday against Empire. I just want to hear from you guys. Are we going to see Wind Ranger today?
I think it's possible. I don't think a lot of teams value that hero so highly that it would be like a first phase ban. You know, not when like Doom and Brood and all that other kind of stuff is in the pool. I just don't think it's going to be a thing. But I think it's probably just going to be the mid roll. So yeah, it's possible to see that Seed plays it again. You know, even
Would you not ban it out?
maybe second phase.
There we go.
No.
What's happening?
Well, I heard a Swedish countdown in my ear, so I knew something was
I don't have
happening.
to dress up again, right?
I
Is
hope
there
you
noise?
don't,
Oh,
but
God.
I actually, there was noise, but I didn't hear it because there was.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big parcel.
Oh God, what is it?
Jesus.
It's heavy, huh?
Read me.
Shane.
It's for
It
me.
feels shiny.
Why can't I never unpack it?
Oh my god.
I like the creative rapping
have to
style.
first read.
of
No
DreamHack.
way.
You have to first read.
It's Lego!
It is
You have to
definitely
first
Lego.
read.
Oh, it says read me.
Yes.
I've read it.
No, you didn't.
The other day you stated that Lumi had gotten easier
It
building
actually
his car.
says Shane. It actually is for Shane.
Well, here's your shot at redemption. Prove us wrong. Best regards.
So basically, Shane talks some shit, and now he's gonna have to do
Okay.
something.
So tomorrow,
No, not tomorrow.
because I haven't had a gift, Andy hasn't had a
I've
gift.
always wanted one of these.
That's pretty awesome.
That's gigantic.
Wait, how many?
Pretty cool.
Is it also 16 plus?
No, this is at least
How many pieces?
25 plus.
How many pieces?
Man, that's pretty good.
I don't think they make Legos.
No. Do you know when you were a
sorry.
kid and the rich kid down the road always had the fancy Lego?
There was the one of that Lumi had was 16 years plus.
Yeah.
This is 9 to 40.
That's perfect. Dude, it doesn't even matter.
We've got the age group.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. Yeah, the rich kid down the road always had the fancy Lego, and you only had them
Dude, when I
yellow
was a
blocks.
kid, they didn't have any of this stuff.
No, they did. You just didn't know
I don't
about
think-
it.
Just in
I was
case you
quite
missed
poor,
it
yeah.
on the note, Shane,
No, nope.
it has to be done before tonight.
You gotta do it today. Yeah.
In one game.
Wait, how many pieces
One
is this?
series.
Easy.
How many
Easy.
pieces is this thing?
All right, let's go.
That's definitely not it. Okay, it's not 75,000
No.
pieces.
It's just a code. It was had a code on last time too.
They just give you like one blocks and you just have to wing it. That would be amazing.
There's a poster inside.
Dude, you get the figures in it as well.
Oh, this is so cool.
And there's
You
the,
get Darth
the
Vader.
spring-loaded
Oh my God.
shooter is included.
oh
A shooter.
The spring-loaded shooter.
Let's have
Dude,
a
this
look
is
at that.
to
Let's get that.
commemorate the new Star Wars that's coming out.
Yeah, it
so
is.
you better not muck it up, Shane.
I won't.
It doesn't say, does it? Nope. But the people are. You have the people too.
Yeah, can I have my box back, Shiva? Do
Okay. But since me and Annie never got a gift yet,
you want Lego?
I
Yeah,
do
I
not
never
want
got a
Lego.
gift. I want a
prefer
gift.
something edible, preferably pie.
Why am I being used as like a bargaining chip here? Why did I have to be lumped in with you wanting food?
No, you don't. What would you like if you would got a present?
I don't need a gift. I'm just happy.
That's not true.
That guy on the bus loves me for who I am.
This is actually
Okay.
true.
You want that guy back? You need to
I
find
don't need
him.
anything else.
His phone number.
Yeah.
And I got a nice little bag. Pretty sure it's a pillowcase.
It is definitely a pillowcase. Yes.
Yeah, I would like pie. Thanks.
Didn't somebody give you sweets during one of the last
Many
seasons?
times, actually.
We had a piñata with sweets. We had a pie
was good.
for my birthday. We had cheeseburgers.
Those were for me though.
I remember all the foods.
I never got that. Why were they for you and not for me?
Because we were talking about the 100 cheeseburgers thing, and then they heard me saying it, and just assumed that it was me who wanted them, when in reality it was you. But that's okay. Like, it just shows that they got priorities.
It really
I
does.
think Owen ate most of the cheeseburgers anyways.
You actually brought home like 20 or
that
30
was a
of them.
mistake, really. We put them in the fridge, and for a few days after,
God.
I was taking out these McDonald's cheeseburgers from the fridge and eating them, and they kind of had everything had joined together, so it was just kind of this block of processed food, and it didn't go down well. It was not fully digested when it came out the other end. It looked like when it went in.
Yeah. Okay, Dota. So we can take a look at the standings now that we've seen yesterday's games
right.
recap.
I did the once over on the standings, so I think they're updated, correct? Yeah, they should be fine.
They are. So the interesting thing to note here is that NoLogicGaming as well as Monkey Freedom Fighters are still even, which means they're doing pretty good for themselves.
Yeah.
They have 2-2 for NoLogicGaming. They placed their first 2 series yesterday, 2-0ing against Empire and 0-2ing against Alliance. And then Monkey Freedom Fighters, they're 3-3, so they have played 3 series so far. And I believe that for both of the teams, this is going to be the series that they should win. But that goes for both of the teams.
What?
Does it make sense?
That
So
doesn't
both
make-
teams
what?
should win.
No.
How can
Okay,
both
so
teams-
if
No,
you're
she's
gonna
saying from their perspective.
from their perspective.
Oh,
So if you're
okay,
gonna want to be
yeah,
on the top
okay.
6, you want to have to beat
Yeah.
the bottom half of the
Yeah, I know
group
what you're
stages
saying.
of the teams. And I think that these two teams are expected to be in the bottom 4,
Okay.
in theory, on paper. I mean,
But
on
you
paper.
could also argue that if you stay even, there's still a decent chance that you could be above top 4.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Empire already have 8 losses,
This is
which
true.
means if you go even, you're automatically above Empire.
This is true, but also you have to get 2-0. So I think for both it's important to get a 2-0 for the reason I just said.
I mean, yeah, 2-0 is going to be
agree.
great no matter what,
Yeah.
right? Because it's very early still, so you have a lot of wiggle room, I guess. But you can also look at the Monkey Business, for example, who are 1 and 3. So that's already 2 teams, like Empire and Monkey Business both have a really rough go of things. Like Empire, even to me right now, I feel like they're just going to be bottom 4, just because they have 8 losses.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
And especially against a team like NoLogicGaming, they surprised us with how well they performed. I'm sure that Empire were also kind of caught off guard by the level of play that they brought.
They're playing Empire again right now, actually, I think.
Are they? What tournament?
I'm not sure, but I was watching it on a PC.
Oh
so-
yeah, I think you're right actually.
Yeah, no,
I think
they
I
are,
saw
aren't
that.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was 1-1 at the moment when I saw, so they're on the deciding game. So again, they took another game against Empire.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing, actually.
that's pretty good,
Yeah.
especially if they can be consistent like that. Let's hope they're done before we have to start our series, though.
I think we got time.
Yeah, they should be fine. They
We
started
got
the
time.
third game about
That's
half
for
an hour
sure.
ago, so they'll be finished. But it'll be quick, so they'll be
For
warmed
Monkey
up.
Business, by the way, tomorrow we're actually going to see them play against Vega. So you said they're 1 and 3 on the rankings right now. They still have to play Vega, which is arguably one of the more difficult teams to face. So,
Yep.
of course, that's going to happen tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow as well as today. But that should be an interesting series. Today, though, interesting series as well. NoLogicGaming, Monkey Freedom Fighters. What do you think? Are we going to see aggressive games, short games? Is it going to be one-sided?
I think aggressive games for sure. Like both teams, I think, kind of go for the early game control. I mean, that's just the patch, right?
Yeah.
Like every team kind of does that now. It's not often that you see a team draft anything where they're like, oh, let's just take it to like 45 minutes plus. Nobody really does that intentionally, I think, anymore,
No.
unless they're losing really hard early game and they're forced to do it. It always feels like kind of a fallback mechanism nowadays. So I am looking to see some aggression. Shane spills things.
It's empty.
It's an empty once again.
It sounded like there was liquid in there, but I'll let you slide. Just this once.
The reason that was empty is because you already spilled it yesterday.
Oh,
See, I planned for this, Andy.
Because I
Alright.
still see the puddle of where the monster
covering his
spilled.
tracks.
It's fine.
It's pretty good.
You don't have to open it right now.
Actually, it
I
does.
was told I do.
Wait, you have to open it right now.
Don't rip it out too much because you
Please,
might
you're
need
wrecking
it,
the
you know?
box.
Well, why do you need the box after you
Maybe
make it?
there's
You
useful
f-
information on there that you have to read to
I mean, there's
fix
an
it
instruction
together.
booklet probably inside.
it is.
You don't use instructions,
Actually, you do.
do you?
Yeah, what
They-
Lumi
they-
did was
of course,
actually
you
like
need
page by
instructions.
page, yeah, like an instruction book.
Well, what's the point in building it then?
Well, it was
Have
very
you
difficult.
never made something Lego
Yeah,
before?
but I don't use the instructions. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah,
just
but
like
they-
a
not with these
jigsaw
other
puzzle.
stuff.
You're
I don't
gonna.
want you
It's
to
not gonna look
ever
anything
become an
like what's on the
engineer.
box
No,
if
no,
you
dude,
don't
I
follow
just
it.
look at the
I don't want
picture.
you to make a car,
It's
a
way more
bike, a
fun.
plane, anything.
You won't be able to
You
do it.
have 2 hours to build it.
I might use the instructions today. Like, there's like a billion pieces.
Wait, let me see.
This is gonna be so loud.
Oh my god. This is a
Okay.
lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, all right.
Okay.
Let's
They have numbers on the
continue.
bags too.
You realize I have to get off this couch in like probably a few minutes.
Pretty soon, I think.
Get started, Andy.
So when I stand up and all this Lego stuff goes everywhere, it's gonna be on Shane.
Yeah, and you can't put it on the table either.
Good
No,
luck.
this is good. This is fine.
Is that everything?
It's
No?
not finished.
Wait, let me hold still. All right.
Alright, grand.
All right.
Wait. And don't forget your instructions, which is like 400 pages long.
Told you.
That's actually like a novel.
It's
Hold on,
a
what are
novel.
you doing? You're throwing me off.
Okay, try.
Is it timber? Whoever. Oh,
Oh, no, no,
oh,
no, no, no.
whoever drops it.
sliding.
is-
Other direction,
I'll wait
other
then, I'll
direction.
wait then.
Whoever drops it is.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that is not gonna stay. That is not gonna stay.
Oh, please. But
Okay, Dota. So you said they were gonna have aggressive games,
Yep, I believe so.
fights all the time.
it's kind of hard to tell, though, when they have so many different roster changes.
I think, again, it's more the patch than it is the actual teams themselves, you know? Because before, maybe there were... I don't know, actually. I feel like this is the patch that has more playstyles, actually. But it's just still really high value on kills, really high value on like pushing early, getting the map control. I think it's better to do that now than it has kind of ever been. So I feel like you're either going to pick to push or you're going to pick to fight. And if you don't have one of those two things, then I think you're not really playing the patch. You know.
I want to see the Bane again. I think the Bane for NoLogicGaming was huge. Like in the games they lost.
But did you see how aggressive they were with that? That's what I'm saying. Like they were literally in the jungle of Alliance like for the first 10 to 15 minutes, and they were just going for kills nonstop.
It's a poster.
It is a poster.
Yep.
Congratulations, Shiver. You have unraveled the mystery.
All the people.
Do I get all of them?
No,
I don't think so.
You don't, I'm afraid. No.
I don't know if
this
you-
set.
So when I get up, I'm literally just gonna
Attack me.
Well, you don't get up just yet.
soon.
Because, you know, I placed the poster right here because it's looking pretty.
Definitely.
But
looks
then also
pretty.
it
Totally.
blocks two things that you now have to also unpack. Oh,
Yeah, I'll just
falls
throw
over.
them handy too.
No, the reason I pick up the motherboard and the SSD is because I want to remind you guys that the competition is still running, and you can go to facebook.com/ROG Nordic where you can win a motherboard or rather a motherboard and an
You
SSD.
get both of them.
I think you actually get both of them.
Wow.
The PCI Express SSD, so it goes into your PCI
I actually
slot.
want one of those now.
They're actually really good.
You know how annoying it is to actually put in a normal SSD?
What's the difference?
It's
Okay,
just
so PCI Express is basically your old video card slot, more or less.
Oh,
yeah, where
okay,
your
right,
second
yeah.
video card could go.
This is 2.0, correct?
Yeah.
PCI
Um,
2.0?
2.0. Yes,
Yeah,
it is,
okay,
Andy.
there you go.
Multiply by 2.
Wow, fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy. But yeah, you can win them if you go to facebook.com/RG Nordic. There you fill in what you think is the most influential hero of this week's league play. And then also put in a motivation for that. And on Saturday, it will be Hani who will decide which hero actually he thought was the most influential hero of this week's league play. And that hero will be chosen. And if you then have the same reasoning as Hani, and you were the only one, then it's probably you getting chosen. But if there were more people with the same hero and the same motivation, it will be chosen at random by ASUS. So,
All
there you
right.
go. So, but actually, before we let you go, before you can drop all the Lego things on the couch, if you can still move, can you tell us what you think the results going to be for this series?
I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1.
I had a bit of doubt in NoLogicGaming because I did see them before in the open qualifiers, and I thought that they had some potential, right? But I didn't think that they were going to be as good as they are as quickly. So I think that maybe they could actually take it and split the series.
Okay. What do you think, Owen?
I'm a 2-0 Sing Stack. I think NoLogicGaming
Instantly.
looked good, but I
Bad
think
boy.
it was kind of off the back of Empire just looking pretty bad the other day. So I think Sing's team will have it in them, and I think they'll take it 2-0. I think the games will go late. If they do end sooner, I can see NoLogic maybe taking a game, because I felt that they were really good at kind of just taking a lead and playing with a lead. But if it ever gets to the point where the game's post 30-40 minutes, I think Sing's team will take it every time.
Why do you keep calling them Sing's team
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than Monkey Freedom Fighters? Are the other
You
four
have
players
to
not
keep
important to you?
name.
I mean, yeah.
What about Demon?
We do know
What
that.
about
But he's only
Yapsor?
just joined. He's not
What
like the
about
original.
Yapsor?
He's not the
Yapsor's
original monkey.
Actually, you know what he
Sing
said
is.
about Yapsor today?
What?
Because we were mentioning all the players at Monkey Freedom Fighters, so
Mm-hmm.
we had like Sing, Arise, Demon, and Way 2 / Kebab, because Way 2 Sexy was standing in for Kebab last Tuesday. And then it's like, who was the fifth player again? It was someone who I had never heard of before. And it was
Can't remember,
Yapsor.
but
And
it
he
was
actually played
Yapsor.
Dota with Yapsor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I remember Yapsor. Frickin' picking Ogre Magi and not putting any points into Fire Blast or Multicast. It was really funny, Yapsor. Yeah.
But you're still
Screw
thinking
you.
he's going to win,
No, he's good now.
even with that.
No, yeah, I think Sing's team will win. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't play Ogre Magi and Yapsor, which I don't think he will. He might do, actually.
He might do.
He
yeah.
might actually do that, but I don't think he'll build it the same way he did in the pub game. Yeah.
Okay, well, without further ado, we're going to kick you off the couch. Good luck in trying to get that off yourself.
Oh, I'll get it off, trust me.
And be like have a space for Hani in 10 seconds, because that's how long our bumper is for our weekly guest. Welcome back, Hani.
Hello.
Is it nice and spaceful on the couch?
Yeah.
Don't be jelly.
Nah, Lego is never my thing.
Really?
No?
Yeah, not my
What
kind
did you
of
like?
thing. As a kid, what I like to play sports outside of the street. I play a lot of street hockey,
Fair
stuff
enough.
like that. Yeah,
Playmobil. Is that a thing? Is that universal as well? Playmobil?
yeah, Playmobil.
What's that?
It-
What's
it's-
I mean, I know.
I don't know what that
I've
is.
never heard of that before.
But you know, because it's like probably German and Dutch, they did it together or
Yeah,
something. It's sort of like Lego, but then different. And then they had horses and stuff. It's
Oh,
fun.
that was that stuff your granny got you that
No.
didn't fit onto your Lego pieces, and you were just like, "What's the point of this?"
That could actually be the case.
I remember that terrible, terrible thing.
Because it was like a Lego competitor.
Yeah, but you don't really put the pieces together.
No, you just
Yeah, it was terrible.
build something and you played with it, rather than building it and then being done with it. Great.
Bit
so,
of hatred towards the Lego.
no,
there.
we just didn't do a lot of Lego either, so because we did Playmobil. But Hani, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Had a good day?
Yeah, great day. Good
We
experience.
we lost a lot. We actually ruined your 12 winning streak, Alchemist.
we
that's
we
true.
actually did.
Actually, no, wait. You kind of threw us like. Let's be real here. Like,
So,
come on.
We had Hani coming over to our apartments because Shane had a spare computer, and he's like, you can play Dota here. I had a spare mouse and a spare headset, and a spare keyboard, and you just put Hani at a computer, let him play Dota, and we stacked, and we did 2 ranked games,
And they were awful.
and they were pretty bad. We lost both,
It was tough.
but who was actually to blame?
Shame.
I had like the most farm by a billion miles. You had like a.
Which game are you talking about now? First or the second?
Okay, the second game was my fault. I'll take the heat on that.
Okay.
All right, that's on me.
Wait, what did you play first game? Were you
Invoker.
even in the game?
Yeah, you played Invoker.
Dude, I was.
You played
He's
Invoker?
like, don't worry, Shane. I'll get you an axe, but it won't be too soon. Like 40 minutes into the game, he finishes his Manta style on Alchemist. I'm like, we're not getting an axe. It's not happening.
That's not happening. What, I was playing Lina, you were playing Invoker off lane.
Yeah, safe lane solo.
I played
Safe lane solo.
1v5 Alchemist middle.
And it didn't work out for you.
No, it didn't.
No, but we lost on Party MMR, but it's fine. It's just Party MMR. And we only lost 9 on the one that Shane threw, so, it's not that bad. But I had a good day. Had a lot of time to think about NoLogicGaming taking on Monkey Freedom Fighters. And we've also seen these 2 teams play 4 games in the past 2 days. So what's your opinion? What do you think is going to happen?
Depending on how Excalibur is going to do, I think NoLogicGaming has a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
I'd say going against Odie here, who said the other, who went the other way around. But I would say they have a chance to go 2-0. I think they were pretty convincing yesterday as well.
Okay. And Lumi, of course, we have you back on the couch as well. But the reason I haven't let you talk yet, though, is because I want to hear you talk a lot during the preliminary analysis.
How come I'm only here to talk about Dota? And not with my friends about my day or anything.
We will ask you about your day after
Really
Dota.
sad.
How was your day, Lumi?
I got lost on the bus
No, you didn't.
just now.
What?
You guys got off the bus and you didn't even...
Wait, what? You stayed on the bus?
Yeah, I was on my phone.
What? Did actually
I
happen?
got on the bus, I looked up. I was like, what's everybody?
I actually
I'm not even joking. And you know the saddest part is,
I don't actually.
nobody realized. Fuck you all, you know? I ring the doorbell and Owen just like, oh hey Lumi, what's up? I was like, nobody realized.
I wasn't on the bus. I would have
on.
realized.
Yeah, Shane would have realized.
I actually, after we got off, after we sat here, it's like, it would be funny if he actually got here to get off the bus with us.
She was actually crying.
That's
So
really
here's
bad.
the thing, right? Buses in America, they go in a straight line, or like they follow a big
Straight line.
avenue, right? Like you just one straight line.
Okay.
Okay.
Where were
So
you
I
sitting?
got off the bus. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just walk the other way back because I looked at the timer. It's like, oh, the next bus is in 20 minutes. I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna just walk the other direction. And then the road just forked. I was like, okay, which way did I take? And I wasn't sure. And then I was like, okay, the smartest thing to do is not to gamble on a 50-50. So I waited for the bus that was gonna come 20
But
minutes.
you weren't that late then. Were
Do you know
you?
what the funniest thing was? Someone asked Griff, is Lumi here? And Griff said yes.
All right, I'm not doing any analysis today. I'm done. That's the analysis.
Oh God. That's really bad. Well, where were you sitting?
What?
Did you not see the drunk
No,
guy?
I sat. You guys sat towards the end of the bus, or the middle to the end
Yeah.
of the bus. I sat in the really front, but
Did you not hear the drunk
I
person?
saw. I had a seat that was facing towards Andy,
Ah,
so I saw the whole thing that happened.
okay. How did you know? Because we got out of the bus same time as the drunken person.
I think we were just all in shock.
I was like, it got quiet all of a sudden. So I
Yeah,
looked up.
because all the other passengers were like,
where's everyone? All right.
I'm never
Okay.
trusting you with Lumi again, Shiva.
All right, real talk about NLG. Their best supports are Bane and Disruptor, so they should pick it. I think when they do well, it's their support duo doing well.
Dude, Spartan on the IO as well.
Yeah,
He was
He
a
was really
monster
good.
on that thing yesterday.
The problem is, again, I think yesterday when we saw Alliance's Brood being picked up, like the support just got no space to do anything. So if Monkey Business picks up a fairly aggressive support like Darkseer or Brood, something that like
Monkey
requires
Freedom
the
Fighters. Monkey Freedom Fighters.
Monkey Freedom Fighters that pick up an off lane that requires a ton of attention, I think the supports will get a lot less space.
Yeah.
I mean, it always depends.
okay.
I can't believe you didn't get out the bus. It's so stupid.
Wow.
No, it's like not. No, it's just so silly. It's just that never happens. Sorry,
It happens. Yeah.
it happens.
I can't believe we only figured this out right now as well. Lumi's just like, first of all, we don't let him talk about his day. And then we're just like, what now, Lumi?
I'm so mistreated here. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please accept my humble apologies.
I'll think about it. All right, so we're talking about Dota or something, or
Sorry, but yes,
Yeah.
continue.
no? That was it.
That was it.
No, NLG needs to get good supports
Okay.
or ban out strong off lanes.
Like
At least that's what I think.
Darkseer, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
I think also you have to consider just having a strong dual lane that can deal with an offlaner such as Darkseer or Brood.
Okay.
So you have potentials to move away as a support, like if you have a Bane combo or Lina +1, two heroes that can deal with an offlaner like Brood as well.
Judging from the last couple of days where we saw both of these teams play, I think one trend that we noticed is that both these teams draft very greedy. Like, I think one game that we saw NLG yesterday, they went PL Ember,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah,
they
but
got
that was-
BOT on both.
Yeah, they lost that one though. They were.
Yeah. So, and I think if you go back to the days where Monkey Freedom Fighter played, I think Hani and I were also thinking that they mostly got outdrafted in most of their games.
Yeah.
So hopefully, moving forward, they could go for some sort of more of a safer draft, something not too greedy. But we'll see how it goes.
Do you think that Darkseer would band out? I mean, we have had. Don't laugh. We've had actually not a lot of Darkseer plays over the last 8 games that we've had because he's been banned out most of the time. I feel like in this series will be a high priority ban rather than a high priority pick.
It depends how you play around the hero. To me, the hero is an opener to mid lane / your carry lane. That you have other heroes such as Alchemist as well. It works really well with a Darkseer just because Darkseer pressures so much that you need to put attention on that lane. Then Alchemist or like Naga, a hard carry that will scale really well if given room, gets room. But we haven't really seen that to full potential yet.
Yeah, we've seen NoLogicGaming actually do quite a few tri lanes, or at least the first game they played yesterday, for example, aggressive tri lanes over dual lanes is what they seem to favor over the last few games we've seen. Is that something that you consider to be a good trend, considering it's a team that likes to win their lanes and, as you mentioned, like thrives off the back of their early game?
The thing I like about
Advantages.
the offensive trial, especially when you're dire, you can put so much pressure on the mid lane. Like there was Bane and Io just kind of walking
Yeah.
between
Yep.
the bottom lane and mid lane, and all of a sudden they had the TP supports middle and they couldn't get back to bottom because they'd have to TP out.
Aki's Undying, I believe, got stuck in mid lane there
He was
for a
just
while.
like, okay, like I can't actually support you, Loda.
And then he
My
died.
bad. Yeah.
That's
And
all.
like it just creates so much havoc in your play because you're like, okay, we're just gonna farm Loda here for 5 minutes. We're gonna get a blink dagger, that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden your plan is just kaput. Like it's.
But something that you brought up yesterday, I think, regarding the Lina Shadow Demon combo is that when you run those dual supports, it's great when it works out, but it's kind of a gamble, right? Like if you do mess up that 1 or 2 ganks, then suddenly you have 2 supports that are fairly under leveled. They don't transition into the mid game that well, so.
But could be also used as a strat where if you run something, successfully like that, and you have a combo that's scary just as the 2 hero, if you're missing on the map, and then you create a lot of space just by
missing, because they're scared.
just by being like you're not showing on the map, but also, for example, Alliance when they have heroes that take over in the mid game, then you created a lot of space just by being very aggressive.
Okay.
So that's also something that balances out a lineup like that.
Are there any specific hero player combinations that you wish to see? I mean, we mentioned on Tuesday that we would like to see perhaps the Sing Sing Kunkka, which, I mean,
That's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably not going to happen still
The
today.
obvious one is the Rise Magnus. Like when I was at home today, he was playing, but I watched the game and he just dominates with the hero. Like
And that was actually the only game they won that evening. I mean,
Pick Mac or lose.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember you saying that like all show, and then they picked it and they won it. And I was like, all right, Hanny's a genius.
yeah. But I mean, it actually works. Do you feel like that can be?
Yes.
Because it didn't get in the other games. It didn't get banned. It was like it wasn't as if they couldn't pick it. It was just because they didn't want to pick it. They picked Razor twice or something, and then the Shadow Phoenix.
I feel like just straight up initiators has been a lot less valued these days.
Yeah.
Think of the times where we've seen Puck,
It's always Puck.
Magnix, and
yeah.
Batrider. It's just like teams do pick it. It's just very rarely, right? We see more of like the run-in initiators like Tusk, Spirit Breaker, Night Stalker, heroes that are not exactly as guarantee of initiator, but very tanky and a lot more reliable.
I think the shift is going to come back though, where you had a phase obviously where Leshrac, Storm, Lina, always top pick, and then Bloodstone got a huge nerf, plus the heroes got a nerf, so now you go probably back towards what worked before, and then I do think that heroes such as Bad Puck are all going to come back into the games.
Yeah, we're seeing teams pick it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, for Batrider, still only Alliance. Actually, for Puck, I've only seen Alliance pick that
Nip.
as well, and Nip, but Nip never really stopped picking it. They still.
That's true. Yeah.
They kind of, when the patch came, when 0.84 came,
Yep.
they still continued picking it purely because it was such a comfort hero for them to go to, and didn't bring them as much success as it did before though. But they continued picking us as one of the few teams. So Batrider for one of these two teams, probably not very
yeah.
likely.
There's no players that when I see the name I think oh Batrider. Do you know what I mean? Like
They also
Demon.
play more of
Demon?
a...
Demon Batrider.
Yeah, Demon can play it,
I guess
but
he can't. Yeah.
Wasn't he one of the?
Batrider,
No, wasn't he one of the Batriders that went to the off lane, cleared out the entire trees like along the
Yeah.
side, and then basically sat in the trees
That's like a Jimmy thing
to
to
get
do. Yeah.
experience. that's Jimmy.
But he did
Batrider.
offlane call and stuff like.
Offlane Cuddle actually worked so well though.
Does it though?
does it though?
Well, on the lane it does. I mean, basically you're gonna be.
I
pushing
actually think
the whole time.
the siege unit change for Kato it's quite huge.
It's pretty good.
Because no,
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty
bad,
bad. Because Illuminate used to just
One
kill
hitter.
siege creep or
Oh,
bring
yeah.
them in one hit. But now they have 80% resistant, and the fact that a lot of times you pick Kato to counter push or push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can't kill that siege unit a lot of times is what drove the hero back. The team that used to pick Kato a lot is NIP, and they don't pick it anymore. So I'm not sure if that's the reason.
I mean,
but-
Kata is still a solid. I think it's still a solid pick if you have a draft around
Right,
it. though.
right.
Yeah, you can split push so easily, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I expect to not see Cuddle though,
Me
guys.
too.
Unfortunately. Well, we are going to see. We're going to find out because we are actually in the draft. We had a bit of a delay because we were waiting for a final player to get into the game, but we are fresh into the draft. Nothing picked nor banned yet. I think
Way too sexy.
it is time for the usual suspects, but indeed it is way too sexy again instead of Kebab.
Oh, and Garter's back. tonight.
And Garter is back instead of Cole, who was
Yes.
playing in there the previous game. But other than that, they seem to be having the exact same lineup as they played with the previous matches.
Wasn't Carter playing before?
He was playing yesterday, but not in the
Not
series
the
they were playing
series
in
that they
Europe.
played
Oh,
earlier
okay.
today. But yeah, they had the exact same lineup for NoLogicGaming as well as for Monkey Freedom Fighters, which I really like because we saw them in this form, and I would like to see them perform in the form that we saw them in.
Wait, so no Kebab, but way too.
They
So-
do play both games on EU though, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe
So
so.
two American players.
So are we sure that Kebabs is even in the team?
No, because at the same time we also know that Kebab was in the team of fucking Mad and friends with Sakshka, Kebab, +2.
Yeah, because
They actually played.
They actually played in the second open qualifiers, and they got to top 8, but they lost.
Okay.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, for this game, usual suspects. No Doom, no Shadow Fiend. It's just gonna be a matter of time for probably Darkseer gets removed.
I think one team has to ban IO or
5
Darkseer, like
seconds
NoLogicGaming.
remaining.
They have first pick, I think.
NoLogicGaming has first pick, yes.
Yeah, so whichever. I think they played the IO so good, like so well. If they combo better,
NoLogicGaming?
yeah, like Spartan plays it amazingly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the double save yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's a beast on the.
If you know how to save someone with your relocate and with your relocate, yeah, it's pretty decent. Night Stalker actually removed.
so they
me.
do get Darkseer IO.
Yeah, Darkseer IO making it through.
That's huge.
If you were NoLogicGaming, which one would you choose?
You could leave both of them unbanned, so they pick one, you get the other. That's the way to go.
No, that makes
No,
sense. That
that's
makes
what Monkey
sense.
Freedom Fighters would do.
I mean,
But that's what Monkey
Like
Freedom
in this
Fighters do.
situation, they
because they're first pick.
NoLogicGaming doesn't want to leave both in, but they also have no
5
choice
seconds
anymore into
remaining.
banning anything.
no.
out.
Lumi's saying if you're Monkey Freedom Fighters, you
You
leave.
don't
Yeah.
ban either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
You don't
Like,
ban
like
like
right
this.
now. So Queen of Pain is the ones, and they go for Darkseer, so
Radiant
they get their hands on that. And I believe that's Mitch's hero. Sad that we won't see him on the solo Bane though, because that was pretty
Yeah,
fun to see as
That
well.
was huge.
I think that Darkseer is a pretty messed up hero, at least in the way that current things go. You talked about how he's good at kind of securing your off lane and the safe lane.
Yeah.
I just think what are the downsides to that hero? He gets mech quick, which is great right now because fights happen
10
quite early.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
downside to me is that he, beside the combo in the mid game,
5
he
seconds
doesn't offer
remaining.
much.
That's not true though. If
I
you
mean, he
have
offers a
if you have high
surge.
mobility heroes, you know, like you give them Iron Shell, like Ember Spirit, Night Stalker, that kind of stuff, you can make that hero so much more powerful with the Iron Shell and Surge.
Yeah, but that's more like
Radiant team pick.
maybe early mid game,
Okay,
where
like-
shell matters that much.
Yeah.
But in the later portion of the game, until you're like really fed, having axe and refresher, and even then it's still a combo you need to pull off.
That's true.
And when a BKB fight starts, you're not gonna vacuum a BKB target, so it's suboptimal in that sense. But he offers just a lot of pressure in the early mid game, and that's what you have to utilize.
I think to be fair, that since I feel like the game length has really shortened, I think that's why we see Darkseer much more,
Yeah,
right? Because we
definitely.
don't see the stage where there's 3 BKB carries on the other side anymore. At least not as frequently. So
I think even late game though, you can farm so well with the Iron Shell.
split push.
Yeah, exactly. You can just get a Hex, that kind of stuff, Blink Hex. It's still really powerful.
10 seconds
Ayo.
remaining.
So they get both.
They do get both.
Radiant team
They must be
ban.
feeling pretty happy with themselves right now.
Dire team
They
ban.
ban Ember themselves. So, does that say you want to go for an illusion hero?
They picked
Radiant
up
team ban.
Slark yesterday
They
with an IO as well. Was that that game? But Garner played Slark. He played a really good Slark too.
It was like a dual
No, they
offlane.
picked,
That was with Lich.
Yeah. Lich is still in the pool as well.
I thought they had Wisp
Struggle.
Ember yesterday themselves.
10 seconds remaining.
It was
It was Wisp
Ember
Ember, yeah.
safe lane, PL offensive tri lane with Wisp and
5
Bane. Right? That
seconds.
was
Yeah.
the
Wasn't
main,
it Ember mid?
or Ember mid, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It's
MMS
probably actually
PLC.
the
Excalibur
corner
is
here that they
playing.
will pick up again
Ooh,
with a
Meeple
Wisp.
Radiant
I would say
team
that
pick.
NoLogicGaming is gonna aim towards a
A
Bane
what?
support.
Bane or
Oh,
Disruptor.
Necrolight's still in
I
the
think
pool.
Bane is good. The Disruptor is just too weak on his own. Bane
Okay.
offers stability for a weak support such as Wisp.
Okay.
Like to keep someone out of the lane, and it's also quite good against Darkseer.
And you're saying this for no logic.
Yeah, no logic.
Yeah.
It's like the thing is you take away a support that helps you, but it's also good against
10
your off lane
seconds
against the
remaining.
Darkseer.
What do you think of the NoLogicGaming picking up
5
both
seconds
the PA
remaining.
and Necrolight? So, like, they do like their Necrolight. I know that for a fact.
I mean, Necro has
Reserve
pretty good
time.
synergy with the Aya,
Yeah, and the
and Tiny is banned.
yeah.
That's your preferred combo to go with. I think that's not too bad here.
There's still CK. The illusions are going to be good
Oh,
against the wall.
There's still Bane actually.
Or not wall, the
But they s-
tombstone.
I think Bane was a massive part. Sorry. for
Bane,
interrupting
yeah,
you.
Bane was
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
what Hani was
That's
saying.
what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
said.
sorry.
But in terms of you mentioned like, are they planning on picking up an illusion hero? You just mentioned illusion hero to pick up, and I just forgot what you said.
CK.
CK,
Yeah.
illusion hero. There you go.
That works, yeah.
Well, more so works with the
With-
Wisp.
Yeah, with IO as well as banning out heroes that would be good against illusion
Exactly.
hero. So
I
it works
think
both ways.
The Ember ban is more so that Sing Sing just plays it
Yeah.
only.
Only.
He only plays Ember in the safe lane now.
And they only lost.
They only lost with that hero, so
Maybe they did them a favor.
yeah, probably.
I think
Yeah.
TA is still a hero that strikes me as well when you see those kind of carries banned out. I also think they both play it. Both.
TA.
Yeah. It's quite okay. Windrunner obviously still in the pool.
There it goes again.
It's fine.
I personally quite like Razor against Wisp combo.
Dire
Because the
team
Wisp
pick.
combo generally relies very heavily on that one core, right? And you just link him and follow him in the fight.
Yeah.
It's a hero that Rise plays a ton. But for now, they're going to pick up Disruptor, which is fairly good against the Wisp.
We saw it having so much impact yesterday in the games. I think NoLogicGaming had it most of the time. That we
Yeah,
saw it,
they
and
did, yeah.
they just had like at Milan on the Disruptor was just insane. when they were ahead, because they had a tendency of getting ahead in the laning stage. Apart from the
10
last game they played,
seconds
they got ahead in the laning stage, and then at that point, if you're a disruptor, there's no getting
5
away from
seconds remaining.
NoLogicGaming at that point. So I'm curious to see how Monkey Freedom Fighters will do with him, and if they're gonna have the
Reserve
same
time.
same impact.
Impact, yeah.
And also it means that we are gonna see either Tusk or Undying as a core. Probably Tusk over Undying.
Yeah.
Iron
Should
Shield,
be-
Dark Seer.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, Bounty Hunter.
This is good. I mean, you're not a big fan of bounty.
I'm not a
because-
fan. I mean, I'm okay with a bounty, but I'm not a fan of IO plus bounty.
I think it's amazing. I think you roam on Bounty Hunter into the jungle.
Yeah, but where's your
you
lockdown?
You find someone,
Your
and
lanes
then
are really weak.
and then your IO comes in with the.
Yeah, I
the
guess
Villa
in
Bane.
that way it can do the same thing
Yeah.
as the Bane.
Yeah, it's
but
similar.
yeah, lanes. We talked about them needing to win their lanes.
CK works. It makes your lanes way stronger.
I think what
10
they will do
seconds
is
remaining.
you have a Tusk Undying off lane as of the start.
5 seconds
Then you have
remaining.
You have a Bounty Hunter and Darkseer walking together on the off lane. That's what I'm like, the counterparts.
Dire
And
team
then you need
pick.
an IO combo that can sustain on its own, which I already think is very hard to find a good hero that works well with IO in the early game. Because
Necro,
IO plus Necro is not that good against Tusk Undying.
It's
You
not.
have quite a hard time.
You have a hard time, but you can still sustain okay.
That's Coreless Shrek, by the way, as well. Most likely, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be a Lesher core as a mid lane. Yeah.
10 seconds.
No.
Oh,
remaining.
actually, it could be a carry role as well.
Because Sing Sing used to play a lot of Leshrek.
5 seconds
When he first came to
remaining.
Dota 2, he played Leshrek and Shadow Shaman rather, mid
Yeah.
all the time.
Reserve time.
Oh, that was long.
That was a long
ago.
time ago, yes.
So the
Radiant team
combo is
ban.
Wisp plus Slaughter.
I like it.
I do not like it.
Okay. I like it because you have a bit of lockdown for when you actually initiate, which they lacked.
It's
They have an AoE stun.
just
But
seems
it's a
very weak.
run at you hero, and if
Dire
anybody is
team
good at countering a run at you hero, it's Disruptor, because he can just glimpse you back while you're trying to
Well,
run
the
at you.
entire team of Monkey Freedom Fighters are excellent, like against all these melee heroes as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Tombstone is going to be so good. Kinetic Field is going to be amazing.
But the one thing they have a lot of physical, like they don't really have a lot of
10
physical damage.
seconds
It's all down to their last bit.
Which hero do you feel like NoLogicGaming could have that actually
Templar
deals?
Assassin.
Templar Assassin?
Yeah, they need something with actual physical damage or any damage at all.
It will work
Radiant
well with the
team
Slaughter.
pick.
They are on the dire side. Could get quick roaches.
Yeah, stack the ancients. I think.
I feel like this game comes down to initiation. Like, I could see that the dire team, if they get the jump, like the Monkey Freedom Fighter heroes are fairly squishy, right? You could just wipe them quickly. At the same time, if the fight kind of drags out a bit, I think Monkey Freedom Fighter will win it.
Yeah, and so much sustain. The
So
tombstone.
TAs is good, but I'm hoping something that could also give them a little bit of a stronger initiate. But
10 seconds
no really hero
remaining.
comes to mind that could pick both throws.
Monkey Freedom's Fighters draft has so much more
5
balance.
seconds
Like NoLogicGaming,
remaining.
they seem to lack a lot of damage. Like, and control.
Reserve time.
Now, yesterday we had at least the first two games where NoLogicGaming, their draft didn't seem to outshine the one of Empire, yet they still won, basically due to playing their lanes real smart. Is there anything they could do here that maybe slightly gimmicky, that maybe Monkey Freedom Fighters would not expect?
Darkseer Bounty Hunter, the Iron Shell on top of the Invis.
Yeah.
That's kind of
10
gimmicky.
seconds.
I guess so, yeah.
Dire
They could
team
do that.
It should be a Lesher middle and a Luna core.
Yeah.
I mean Luna carry.
Luna does pretty okay against Darkseer. He has high base damage. You can kill the Iron
And
Shell.
you go for armor items. Like, you go for the Helm of the Dominator, so
bit of
instantly
lifesteal.
already
Yeah.
you got a bit of extra armor that Slaughter will take off you, but at least you got a bit of a bonus there.
No, I was talking about against Darkseer in lane.
Oh, I'm talking about later on,
Yeah.
Slaughter.
10 seconds
In
remaining.
the lane it's quite okay. You just have to make sure that you have
There's the
sentry
tier.
wards. So you have the TAS, the mid hero here for Excalibur.
They needed it, but still.
Gonna ask you to call it anyways. What do you
I'm
think is
go
gonna
with
win?
Monkey Freedom Fighters. I just like NoLogic have to play amazingly to pull off this draft. I think.
Would you say that their draft makes no logic?
Yeah, I
It's-
would say that.
Thanks.
Okay, their draft is completely 100% dependent on Slaughter having an amazing game. He needs to be the initiator. He's the only initiator. I guess Darkseer,
Well,
if you count.
The same goes for Templar Assassin. If Templar Assassin has a bad one,
But who's gonna win?
I
Tell
just
me.
have a problem with the matchup top. If what I'm thinking what's gonna happen is that you have a Slaughter Wisp top
Yeah.
against the Undying plus Tusk, and I don't think it favors the Slaughter that
But
much.
who's gonna win?
So I'll go with Monkey Freedom Fighter.
What do you think, Lumi?
Same thing, Monkey Freedom Fighter.
Okay, well, we're gonna find out if this couch is correct or if NoLogicGaming can prove them wrong. It is time for our first game, NoLogicGaming versus Monkey Freedom Fighters with OD Pixel and Draskell.